Vinicius Jr. has a Yamal problem. And it's about to ruin his World Cup. Think about this for a second. Lamine Yamal won Euro 2024 at 17 years old. 17. He scored that ridiculous curler against France, got named Young Player of the Tournament, and walked off the pitch with a senior international trophy in his hands before he was old enough to legally drink in most countries. Meanwhile, Vinicius Jr., 24 years old, 2 Champions Leagues, the best left winger on the planet at club level, has won exactly 0 major international trophies with Brazil. 0. Not a Copa America. Not a World Cup. Nothing. And the gap is only getting wider. Because while Yamal was lifting that trophy in Berlin, what was Vini doing? Crashing out of Copa America 2024 in the quarterfinals against Uruguay. Suspended for the knockout game after picking up a soft yellow. Brazil looked lost, Dorival Jr. looked clueless, and Vinicius looked like a man carrying a country that doesn't quite know how to use him anymore. The Seleção hasn't won a World Cup since 2002. That's a 24-year drought heading into 2026. An entire generation of Brazilian kids has never seen their country lift the trophy. Now here's where it gets brutal. Vinicius finished second in the 2024 Ballon d'Or. He thought he had it. Real Madrid thought he had it. Brazil thought he had it. Rodri won instead, and you know what the narrative became overnight? He hasn't done it for his country. That's the line. That's the asterisk. And every single time Yamal pulls off something magical in a Spain shirt, that asterisk gets bigger and louder and more impossible to ignore. Quick reality check. Yamal is currently 17. By the 2026 World Cup he'll be 18, playing in his second major international tournament, already a European champion, already a Barcelona starter with over 100 senior appearances. Mbappe at 19 won the World Cup in 2018 and the entire football world tilted toward him for the next 6 years. If Yamal does something similar in North America, it's over. The torch doesn't get passed to Vinicius. It skips him entirely. And that's the nightmare scenario nobody in Brazil wants to talk about. Because Vini is supposed to be next. He's supposed to be the heir. Neymar's broken body handed him the number 10 shirt and the weight of 200 million people. But football doesn't care about timelines. Football cares about moments. Maradona had Mexico '86. Ronaldo had Korea-Japan 2002. Messi finally had Qatar 2022. These are the moments that build legends, and Vinicius has exactly one shot left to grab his. 2026 is it? There's number 2030 safety net. By then he'll be 30, Yamal will be 23 and entering his prime, and a new wave of teenagers will be coming through. If Brazil flames out in the quarterfinals again, if Vini has another tournament where he disappears in the big moments, the GOAT conversation moves on without him. Permanently. And here's the part that should terrify every Brazil fan watching this. Spain looks ready. They've got Yamal, Nico Williams, Pedri, Rodri, a manager who actually has a plan. Brazil has a coaching carousel, a defense held together with tape, and a forward line that can't decide if Enric, Rodrigo, or Vini is the focal point. The pieces don't fit. The vibes are off. And the draw hasn't even happened yet. So what does Vinicius actually need to do? Score in a knockout game. Drag Brazil past the quarterfinals for the first time since 2002. Have a Mbappe in Russia moment where the whole world stops and goes, okay, that's the guy. Anything less and the Yamal era officially begins, and Vini becomes the best player who never quite became the player. Who you got? Vinicius finally delivering for Brazil in 2026, or Yamal stealing the entire era right out from under him? Drop your pick in the comments, I read every single one. If you want the breakdown of why Brazil's midfield is actually their biggest problem heading into 2026, that video is on screen right now. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the rest of this World Cup countdown series. I'll see you in the next one.